Wow, what a performance that was against Watford for us, wasn't it? What a fantastic afternoon of football. And you felt that the longer the game went on, the more Leeds grew into the game. And of course, the substitutions just made all the difference, with Dan James getting 2 of his 4 overall assists so far during that particular match. So I think it's really important that we see some of Dan James during the game as well. He could definitely turn the game, especially if the defenders are getting a bit tired. The midfielders struggling a little bit against us and against his pace and trickery. On whatever side of the pitch he plays, he's definitely a handful. And certainly, if I were a defender, I would dread facing Dan James. An interesting point to note, actually. Dan James hasn't had a start to a season as good as this since he played for, of course, Manchester United. So it's looking really good for Dan James this season. And, of course, he could be the difference for us in many games over the next few months as we're heading towards the second part of this season and going into the critical period of December. So what are my predictions for this game against Southampton? All that and more in this video, so stay tuned and watch out for any announcements about the watch along this weekend. Watch along Leeds, shorts, live, and watch along with me, Leeds United, because we all love Leeds. Southampton has not been a very happy hunting ground for us, has it, over recent years, with the Saints winning 6 out of the last 9 games against Leeds United at the St Mary's. They lost 1 and drew 2, and you might recall last season Leeds United were 2-0 up and they came back to get a draw against us. That was a 2-2 draw in the final months of the Premier League campaign. And I think that we're going to have a real chance of going there at the weekend and getting 3 points. Of course, my prediction will be coming up just before the end of this video, so stay tuned if you want to watch that. We're going to deep dive now into Southampton, what's going wrong with Russell Martin's side, why are they losing so much, why are they letting points slip by them, and what is the reason for their main descent down the table, because they have had a very good start and they were scoring a lot of goals, but they had a couple of difficult games, notably a 4-4 draw against Norwich, but most notably they got absolutely pumped by Sunderland 5-0, and that particular match they just got overloaded in the midfield. They look a little bit suspect in their right back and left back position, and the goalkeeper seems very suspect to me, conceding 12 of their 19 goals in September. It's been a really torrid month for the Saints. There's lots of opportunity for Leeds in this match, and I feel that a win for Leeds is going to be a very, very good win if we play like we did against Watford, like we did against Hull and these other teams. You know, even though the Hull game was a 0-0 draw, I still feel that we played very well, and I still feel that we created a lot of opportunities and a lot of chances. Take those chances and it could be a very, very bad score, a very bad day. And if he hasn't been sacked yet, Russell Martin will probably get sacked after this Leeds match. Apparently the gossip is swirling around that his position is under threat at Southampton before this match. So let's just see and hope that Leeds can put the final nail in his managerial career coffin. Apparently he's only been in charge there since June this year, and he's one of the youngest managers to be appointed for the Saints. They still do have some quality in that Southampton side. Shea Adams, most notably, and Adam Armstrong are the 2 centre forwards. Usually they play in a bit of a 4-3-3 formation, or they have done recently. And these 2 have been guilty of missing a few sitters. I'll just put some of the scores here. That their expected goal threat has actually declined quite significantly during the month of September. They've missed a few sitters between them. So let's hope that that continues for this game on Saturday. In my opinion, Leeds United are definitely on the right track. The stats also show that we've got 4 clean sheets on the bounce now. We're becoming a very difficult team to break down for the opponent, and that's not the case for Southampton, unfortunately. This is the reason why it's pointing to a Leeds United win, and certainly the stats show Leeds are a 42% chance of winning this fixture. Overall, I think I'm feeling very confident on this one. I'll tell you the prediction in a moment. I know that you're all waiting for that one, but we can see that the solid line is goal chances created. The dashed line is goals conceded, and we can see in blue there Southampton have been shipping a lot of goals during the month of September. Leeds, of course, is completely the opposite story. Over the last 4, we've not conceded 1 goal, and I'm therefore led to believe that I think Pirot could be on a hat-trick for this particular match. I also predict a scoreline of 6-0. So I'm sorry, Saints fans, if you're watching this one. I think you're going to be in for on the end of a bit of an hiding and a very difficult afternoon for you. Hopefully Leeds can compound the misery that you've been suffering and make it a lot more worse. Anyway, look, if we could get up to 250 subs this weekend, of course we might be able to activate a shirt giveaway. So try your best on that one. I hope you watched the video till this point. Maybe you enjoyed the channel and you want to watch more of my content, and if you do, there's of course a recommendation here from YouTube, and I'll also leave a sub button here for your convenience. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you for the watch along on Saturday.